Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we are gonna be reviewing my settings for the Model 3. These settings are gonna apply to for Model Y and kind of similar the S and the X too. We're more close into the Y. Okay. Right now, my settings just on the control part. Lights on auto, windshield wipers off. Even with the update that they did kind of recently, like a month and a half ago, they still the windshield wipers. There's a bad situation when you leave it on auto. So I just prefer to leave it off and then use the stoke to trigger the windshield wipers and stuff. Mirror and settings, it's kind of explanatory. So, there's not much that you can go over there. Sentry mode enable, recording enable for your dash cam, and your brightness on auto. Over there, we're gonna go to pedals and steering. I'm just rocking with chill mode and acceleration and steering mode standard. First 2 months, first month, maybe 3 weeks, you're gonna be running on a standard. But then, even in chill mode, there's too much power still. So I think chill mode is okay, but also works when you are doing autopilot inside the city. Because if you stop and goes on the light, it's not that hard the acceleration when you do it on chill, that on standard. Steering mode, the most comfortable for me is gonna be standard. Sometimes I rock it on comfort, sometimes on standard. More if you go more toward the right on sport, you're gonna have more stiffness on the steering wheel. Stopping mode, of course, just self-explanatory. Just go with whole. And I got a selector or on the apply brakes when generative braking is limited. This is when you fully charge your car to 100%, and sometimes the battery is not that. Um, it's gonna be like super full, and it's not gonna be able to, do the proper braking. Sleep Star. I'm gonna try this on the winters. Next one is gonna be charging. Remember, this is my Model 3 2023 LFP battery, so I don't have to mess with the charging limit. I always, leave it there in 100. It's pretty much at autopilot. So you got two kind of ways to run autopilot. You can do the traffic aware cruise control, and then you can do auto steer, and it's on beta. I have an auto steer for beta, and I got the full self-driving preview enabled over here. For set speed, I'm running on set speed, not current speed. That way I can do an offset in a 5% plus for the offset. So this is when you are, for example, so your system detect 50 miles like a speed limit, then it's gonna do a offset of 5% more to run the car on autopilot on the control. So it can be 50%. I think it's gonna be like 53, 54 miles on that example only. I'm gonna scroll a little bit over. So blind spot camera is selected. There's no reason for not having it on. Blind spot collision warning chime. It's a good safety feature. Just leave it on. Speed limit warning, I have it on display only. I don't need a chime for it. So with the display is more than enough. Speed limit, I have it on relative, and I got the off set for plus 3 miles on that. Forward collision warning is gonna be early. Uh, you don't want it off. You just want it early. It's a safety feature that you want over there. So I haven't tried late or medium. I think early is the best. Maybe the best. I mean, your settings might be different, but so far for the 2 months owning the car early is the good for me. Um, Lane departure avoidance, I got it on warning. I don't like it off, but also I don't want to assist. So I just have it on warning. So it just give you like a vibration on the wheel. Emergency lane departure avoidance on, automatic emergency braking on, obstacle aware acceleration on, traffic aware cruise control chime on, and the green traffic light chime. That's super useful. Um, that used to be only a feature for I think the Model S and the Model X, and they decided to put it in a software update for all cars. It doesn't matter if it's gonna be the base trim or uh, performance, they're gonna have it. So that's cool. That's luck. On locks, we have child lock. I have it off. I mean, I don't have a child right now older enough to be pushing buttons for opening doors. You can trigger your window lock. That way you can, lock and nobody can press the windows down. I don't have that trouble neither with kids so far. So walk away door lock. That's super useful. So every time that you leave, it's gonna lock your car. Driver door unlock mode. You don't have the necessity to leave it on, but definitely in more city urban environments, it's a feature that you might want to have. Because when the car feels your phone nearby and unlock it by default, it's gonna unlock all four doors. So if you got this enabled, it's just gonna unlock your driver door. And then unlock on park, same. I have it on because I don't have that problem where I live. If you live in a more bigger city area, congested area city, just turn it off. That way you can, when you put your car in park, it's not gonna unlock the doors. To continue, car left, open notifications, just leave it on doors and windows. That's really good. I mean, it can let you know if you got a door gonna open, it's gonna send you a notification when you go away from your car. Long confirmation sounds and close window unlock. So lock confirmation sounds when you leave, it's gonna beep the horn like 2 times. I mean, nothing like louder, just like little beeps. So that way you're gonna know that your car is gonna be locked. And close windows unlock, same safety feature. If you're gonna be leaving, you close, you walk away, the windows. Lights section. So we got headlights on auto. I haven't had any trouble with headlights. Dumb lights is the lights inside your car. I have it on auto. Auto turn signals on auto cancel. I mean, that's a feature who has been working really fine for me. So super useful when you put your turn signal, change lane, it's gonna cancel automatically. Auto high beam off. Do yourself a favor, leave it off. I mean, it's so, underrated. Not underrated, but I mean, they need to work on it. I mean, depending on the area where you're going, it might be, like a hazard just to have that on, off, on, off, on, off. I tried the first 2 days owning the car and I decided just to rock it off. I mean, you can trigger it from your left stoke. Just press forward and it's just gonna trigger the auto high beam. So headlights after exit, that's gonna turn on your headlights when you get out of your car over there. So moving to display, I just have appearance auto, and this is the latest feature for the latest update, just to reduce the blue light. So it's just gonna go to a warmer color at night. So depending on the time, it's gonna start getting a little bit more warmer. So you're gonna have a little kind of like an orange tint at night. Super useful. I mean, all phones, modern phones, they have that feature on it. iPhone, Android, so they just had it there. Brightness, I have an auto. Screen cleaning mode where you're gonna press over there, you're gonna have the screen black, and you can clean and do your stuff for the screen. Uh, Scroll wheel function. For me, I have it on fan speed. You can select ask each time what they want to do. But for me right now on the summer season, I just have it on the fan speed. That way you can automatically just select. I mean, you have a lot of options over there, like like the wiper speed, display, dash cam, acceleration mode, steering wheel heat, glow box, defrost, camera, touchscreen, English. Even my language is gonna be Spanish. I can just do with English. Voice recognition in English, navigation in English. You can change these ones, and even you can have the separate. So you can have like navigation on Spanish, but the other one on English, that kind of stuff. Sorry. And then, so text size, I have it on standard. Time, I have it on 12 hours. Energy display, percentage, and that you can change it here. So you can do miles, you can do percentage, a road with percentage. So distance, mile, temperature, Fahrenheit, temperature, PSI. Next, tripped, just your drive, your charge, your trip A. Just make sure when you get the car, just do a lifetime and just put that no reset never or something that will remind you, just so you can have your stats over there. So right now, like I told you, almost 2 months owning the car. So I have been driving 1853 miles, total energy use 453 kilowatts, and an average of 244. This is due to the summer. Winter, I think that it's gonna drop even more. Sorry, it's gonna go up even more. On navigation tab, I don't like to hear the voice for navigation. That's what I have. Speaker is completely muted, volume completely down. You can have enabled auto navigation, so it's gonna detect kind of automatically depending on the time. I mean, if you need to route to home or work, or if you got your phone synchronized, your calendar synchronized to the phone, it can take you to a location if you got it on your calendar, the location where you're going for your appointment. So that's kind of like a neat thing. Trip planner, have it enabled for sure for road trips. Online routing, find optimal routes based on traffic condition. That's good. For the reroute to save, I have it on 10 minutes. It needs to require like a 10-minute reroute for me in order to change the route. If not, I'm gonna be fine for it. Just regular navigation on map stuff. Avoid ferries, avoid tolls. HOV lanes, yes, definitely I have HOV lanes over here. Safety features. Sentry mode enable. I just have home and work and favorites excluded. At work, I got cameras so I can see the car. I don't have a trouble with that. At home, I don't need it. Moving on, so camera base detection. That's gonna be kind of see motion for your cameras. That way you can trigger sentry mode. Not just only like physical sensing, just doing the cameras. Disable sentry sounds. You can have it on or off. View live camera via mobile app. I mean, if you got premium connectivity, just leave it on. That way you can see your cameras inside or outside from your phone, from your Tesla app. Dash cam, I have it on auto, and then I have on honk. That way if I just press the honk, it's just gonna save a clip. Delete dashcam clips for my USB drive. The first week that I owned the car, I just purchased a SSD, like a 500 gigabyte from Samsung. I just put it there. I haven't had any troubles, any issues. Works super fine, super okay. Mobile access, you need to have that enabled if you're gonna be using your phone, no matter what. Pin to drive, it's a safety feature, security feature. Just make sure to have it enabled. Just in case if somebody steals your phone, or they're gonna be following you and they know that you're driving a Tesla, you can have the pin to drive. That way, I mean, they can grab your phone, they can come to the car, they can open the car, they might steal something from your car, but they cannot drive your car to steal. Global pins, the same, just have it on. Safety feature there. Speed limit mode, nothing. I don't need it. Overheat protection, I just have it off. I mean, consumes so much battery. Park assist chimes, gear chimes, and yaw mode enabled for sure. And then you can just power off your car over here. And that's pretty much it. So service, nothing like to see over here. And the rest is gonna be like upgrades, that kind of stuff. Then here on the bottom part, I got by default. So I got the heated seat option over here. I don't use it, but I just have it there just for the winter, just to be sure. And this is my main 4 icons that I have over here. So I got cameras, Apple Music, energy, and Bluetooth. And these 2 are gonna be your most recent applications. For settings, for the speakers, these are my settings. I mean, I can rock this like 50-60% is gonna be loud, but it's doable. You can have the mix between the bass and the treble and the mid, so it's not gonna distortion or do anything like that. Balance on the center, auction, just make sure to have explicit content if you want to have it enabled, and your sources, so you can just like have your sources listed over there. I mean, by default come with everything on streaming, TuneIn, Tidal, Spotify. I can just deselect Spotify. I don't know, you use it. I only have used Apple Music. I mean, but that's pretty much it for the settings. And then you got, your other apps, that kind of stuff. You got your toy box over here. You got your arcade for play games and that kind of stuff. Then you got your theater here. I definitely would like to see more things integrated here. HBO Max, maybe. I don't know, maybe Prime, something like that. I think they need to kind of play with this and have more options for it. But that's pretty much it, my settings for the car. So this is gonna be by default like this. I mean, if you kind of move them, then. But I mean, I don't use this part that much. I only use like these icons over here. Even driving on, stopping. This is most that I want to use for my settings. So that's going to be pretty much it for this video. Thank you guys again in advance. I appreciate it. Make sure to hit the subscribe button to get more content like this. Follow me on Instagram on EB_Nestor. And again, thank you. And I will see you guys on the next video. Bye.